was the hardest time of my life ever. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's up there with somebody having cancer, as far as like what it just does to more on the woman, but on the family, it's awful.
Yeah.
And so what it made me realize was, man, I absolutely hate this business that I've built. I can't get away from it. I'm like a hamster that's chained to a hamster wheel, and if I get off of it, the thing stops and I can't be present with my wife.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Everyone, welcome to the Real Estate Pros Podcast. I'm your host, Micah Johnson, and today I'm joined by Luke Nesler, who's been making some serious moves in the single-family residential space for about 5 years now. Luke, welcome in, man.
Nice to be here, man. I appreciate you having me on, Micah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Excited to dig into what we have to talk about today. I think our listeners are really going to take something away from how you're approaching your business, the way you're staying laser focused, and even find some inspiration in your story on how you arrived here in general. So pumped to dig in. To get started, for people who may not know you yet, what's that main focus you're doing right now, and what markets are you operating in?
Yeah, main focus, we primarily execute on the BRRRR single family strategy at scale. We'll do 3 to 5 deals a month. And we're in a suburb of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, technically a suburb of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's Morgantown, West Virginia. It's a Division I university, 2 nationally renowned hospitals. So that's where I live. That's the market that we currently operate in.
Nice, excellent. So, one, did you go to school there? Are you a mountaineer?
I did. I'm a mountaineer. Yep, proud mountaineer. We donate a bunch of money to the athletic department, and we were pretty involved with that community as well.
Love that, man. Now, did you live there prior? Were you always from this area, or you moved there to go to college?
Yeah, I've always been from what's considered the north central West Virginia area. I went to high school about 30 minutes south of Morgantown, moved up here, followed a girlfriend up here in college, and man, really I loved it. A lot of the state is very rural. And Morgantown is not. It feels a lot more like I said, a suburb of Pittsburgh. So once I got here, I fell in love and have never left. Met my
Heard
wife.
that.
Now we're here.
Heck yeah, man. Now you're part of the community. That's what's fun about that, especially the college thing. When you end up staying, you get rooted, and now you're building something. So take us from there. You got there in college. What led you ultimately to real estate? How'd you end up owning the company you do now?
Yeah, so it's funny. Long road, but short story is I've never worked for anybody my entire life. My senior year of college at West Virginia University, second semester, I started a media company, which turned into a digital ad agency that I started from scratch with now a former partner. And we grew that thing from 2012 from nothing to a business that did multiple 7 figures a year. At its peak, I think we had 20 employees that worked for us. COVID changed a lot of that, changed our business model. And what also started to happen during COVID was my wife and I decided, hey, let's start trying to grow a family. And after a while, realized, hey, we're not getting pregnant. And so we started to seek medical help and started to go through the fertility treatment route. Long story short, that was turned into a 3-year grueling journey that changed who I was, turned me from a boy into a man, made me grow up a lot, helped really exposed where I was selfish um, and exposed areas of my life that I wasn't happy in, which in turn was preventing me from being able to be there physically and emotionally for my wife at a time that she needed it the most. Was the hardest time of my life ever. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It's up there with somebody having cancer, as far as like what it just does to a more on the woman, but on the family, it's awful.
Yeah.
And so what it made me realize was, man, I absolutely hate this business that I've built. I can't get away from it. I'm like a hamster that's chained to a hamster wheel, and if I get off of it, the thing stops and I can't be present with my wife. Made me really resent my partner, my team, my clients, and everything about that business was just exposed. Over the years, I had followed some of the internet gurus like Grant Cardone and some of these others that had talked about real estate. It was always something of interest to me, but that was kind of it. And one day I was going to own real estate. That was kind of what I always told myself.
Right.
Well, it all came to a head one day. Won't go into that story in particular because it's a longer one, but
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
something made me realize, like, dude, you got to make a change and you got to make it now. So in 2020, that happened. I bought my first piece of, I joined a group that started to teach me what was going on in that community in the real estate world. And by 2021, I bought my first piece of real estate, and just went to work to try to build my escape plan from that advertising agency. Fast forward to 2025, June 8th of 2025, I walked away. I didn't exit. I didn't have some big hundreds of thousands or $1 million exit. I walked away and actually paid money to leave my ad agency because I'd built a real estate business that was 10x the size of what that ad agency ever was. So now we're sitting just under 100 doors. We do 3 to 5 deals a month. It's a lot. It's mass chaos all the time, which I enjoy it. But it set me free from what was a prison that I had built previously in my previous business.
That's a powerful story, man. And thanks for sharing it, because a lot of folks don't understand that about entrepreneurs. There's a lot of great ideas and you can build a lot of things to a level. And then you go through a life experience that all of a sudden says, hey, wait a second, what are we actually doing here? What do you actually really want to do here? And one thing I appreciated about it is you followed the path. You didn't just abandon. You didn't just like blow up a ship to start a new ship. You layered upon, okay, I'm interested here. Now I'm going to go learn this, and then I'm going to do this. How much was that previous experience? How valuable was it to building the new thing? How much crossover was there for you in the understanding of it?
It was massive. I mean, as much as I absolutely hated that other business, I wouldn't change it. I'm sure people that go through buds training in the military, like, don't enjoy it. But when they get out, like the person that pain and suffering made them, they wouldn't take it back. They wouldn't change anything. That's kind of how I feel about it. I mean, you can go to Harvard, you can get these great degrees, but you've never actually done anything until you get out and do it. Well, I did it. I made the mistakes. We lost a lot of money. We made a lot of money. And through that, I learned a lot. And the biggest thing that's changed this business is I know how to market myself. I know how to get loud. I know how to get attention. I know how to generate leads that in turn into our investors and our deals. So I wouldn't change that for the world. It definitely turned me into who I am today.
Love that, man. Because someone who can truly embrace the idea that life's happening for you, not to you, gets the most out of the hard. That's
Yeah.
what I've learned. Because hard finds all of us in all different ways. And when you can leverage that experience, one of my mentors calls it paying it forward to your future self. Like, how can you do that every moment when things are good, when they're not good? Because how you handle that is creating the life of your future always. And that's powerful, man. So let's jump to up to date right now. You've leveraged all that knowledge and you've been building a business almost to 100 doors. What are you excited about for 2026? What's that y'all are focused on? What are you pulling off?
Yeah. For this year, my biggest thing was cutting out all the other noise. You know, really staying focused on the strategy at hand. Sat down, primarily myself, but I do have a leadership team. Sat down with them, shared with them the vision, the goals, mapped out a plan as well as my executive assistant. So all of them were part of building this plan, and then really committing to just staying laser focused on that, and hitting those targets. And we hit those targets. It's a business that is double the size that it is now. And I mean, recording this in January, it's off to a good start already. So just that's what I'm most excited about. That's the thing that is the path forward, is just really staying laser focused on that, not implementing new strategies, not getting, squirrel syndrome, and thinking, okay, cool, we can implement this. I've done that for years, and I was still able to grow and implement and scale. But where I would be now, I think would be a lot greater if I would have just 100% stayed focused on that one thing, even if it got boring, and just did it the best that we could do. And that's our mission this year.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Man, that's it. It's so true. And I love that you're saying that because that is how you get good at anything, right? It's doing that same thing over and over and over again. And I see it a lot of time in the business. A new tactic, a new strategy comes out, and it's easy to go get excited about it, especially entrepreneurs. We like that itch. We like that feeling of learning and doing the things. It makes us feel good. But that I can say this, it's not rookies who arrive at your conclusion, right? Like, it's not. It's what the best do. You've been in rooms just like I have with some of the best investors in the nation, and it's what they say is stay focused, do the thing that you're doing, and get really good at it. That's how you build the business, and later you can decide to add, but the more you're trying to do at once, the more things that can go wrong, the more that your time gets spread out. And doing deals at scale, it already takes time. It's already occupying a large amount of your time. So trying to do 4 different strategies at once, now you're inviting chaos that you're not going to be fond of.
100%.
What's helped you do that? What's helped you maintain that consistency?
I think the biggest thing is knowing what I want at the end of it. Knowing what target and I call them targets, not goals. A goal is like, well, gee, I hope I can get to this. I don't really play by that. I have targets for each specific thing, and measurable benchmarks or milestones that we have to hit to get to that. And I think that has been the biggest thing, is each year, I spend the last week, sometimes 2 weeks, primarily focusing on what we've achieved now and what our target needs to be over the next 12 months, and then reverse engineering it from that and figuring out, okay, that target might seem massive right now, but what's the next sprint look like to get us a little bit closer to that? And just staying 100% focused on that and pushing everything else out. And I struggle with it. I mean, I've never been an analysis by paralysis guy, by any means, but even being an action taker and an executor, like, I love business. So it's easy for me to go home and watch business, Dan Martell vlogs and all these things. But then these little ideas creep in, which throw me off track. So now I force myself. It might sound funny because I think this is what the average American probably does unknowingly. I force myself to, I mean, yeah, I spend a lot of time with my family in the evenings, but I don't continue to try to learn new things. I watch football, or not football. I watch baseball, I watch hockey, and I do that strategically. It doesn't put new ideas in my mind that's going to get me sidetracked, which might sound complete opposite of what we're always told. Try to be learning these new things. I know what I need to do and I know what I need to execute on. So I push everything out and just stay focused on that.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
I'm telling you, the higher level coaches I work with, this is what they say. What you just said is what they say. One, Dr. Jeff Spencer, he was an Olympian. He's trained Tiger Woods, Russell Branson, like really high level folks in the industry. And what he was saying when I was working with him was, one, a champion, the greatest word in a champion's vocabulary is restraint. And he's very intentional on building what he calls receivership into your life. You have to put yourself in a place of rest. You can't always be going. That's not what the best do. And knowing yourself and how to do that, right? Because a lot of times it's easy to feel bad when you're not in action as an entrepreneur, where the reality is the rest is an action. The fact that you're watching the sport, it's not random. You're not tuning out. You're tuning in, like you're being participant in your life because that's what you want to do. And I couldn't agree more. That's what you need to add in, because if work-life balance is real, that's more what it's about than anything, is making sure you're just not always burning both ends of the candle. Give yourself space to let things settle, integrate, enjoy your life. Life only happens a day at a time. There's nothing we can rush to. That's what it's taught me. I spent years going as fast as I could to be like, wait a second, hold on. I missed a lot here. There's a lot of time where I didn't need to be going as hard right then, and I could have still got in the same place. Honestly, maybe even further, because I wasn't so tired all the time.
Yeah, 100%, man. I agree.
So for our listeners who are earlier in their journey, trying to level up, how has being a part of communities in the past and building that network for yourself, how has that helped you grow and maintain that stability you have?
Oh, it's been massive. I mean, it's the only reason that I'm where I'm at today is investing in those communities. I mean, since 2020, I think I've spent a minimum of 10,000. I think the most I spent in a year was probably 35,000 on, I just called it continued education, but it's being part of these communities. And initially, you remember, I'm sure you know the name Jimmy Vreeland. He was part of a community that we were both in. I was in that community because the very first community that I joined was a coaching group at the time that Jimmy ran, and I thought that I was investing in the 3 coaches that were part of that. And what changed my life was when I realized, and I don't use that word lightly, changed my life. It genuinely changed my life. And it wasn't those 3 coaches. Yes, they were brilliant. It was the community members, and the sooner that I realized that, that's when things started to take off. It was the other people in that community that were 1 to 10 steps further than where I was, and understanding that I wasn't there to just learn from these 3 coaches. I was there to learn from the community. That's when
Right.
the concept of the whole mastermind thing became big for me. Being in mastermind groups over the last 5, 6 years has completely taken me from a miserable point of my life to where I'm at now. If you have a mastermind and then you have the ability to execute, you can do whatever you want to do and you will achieve the things that you want to do. You've got to have the community and you've got to have the ability to actually execute when you leave that community and the
Right.
events that you have. Those are the big things for me.
I couldn't agree more, man. And once you learn the process and once you're in a group and around a group of people who see you're all looking at the same thing and you each got your own point of view, and you get to actually experience. That's one thing I love about real estate, especially in those groups, is that giving mentality. The way high level operators will show you, hey, this is where I'm at, this is where you're at, and if you skip these couple steps, you can save yourself a bunch of time and money. And I tell people the process is the shortcut. That's how you do it. You don't have to waste as much time and energy. And one thing I learned from business owners there is it's easy to feel like you're on an island, especially the more successful you get, the higher level you get. Like, the less people you have to talk to, especially in real estate, less people even understand what you're talking about and enjoy talking about it. So putting yourself in those rooms where you can get that information, again, not just from stage. And I'm glad you said that. It's way bigger than that. It's the people at the table with you. It's the dinners that you go to. It's the hangout in the hallway. That event did a good job of doing things before the day started with different games and things like that, where it's the actual relationship part, gets the walls down, gets you mutually invested in each other's lives beyond just superficial stuff. And that is, man, it creates tons of traction.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, Luke, man, I really appreciate your time, your story, your perspective today. For those listeners that are out there that would be interested in following along, learning more about you and your story and how you maintain that laser focus to be successful, what's the best way to find you?
Yeah, the easiest way is our Instagram channel. I mean, you can definitely go to our website as well, but Instagram is where I put most of my content. We put a lot out. I mean, I have a full-time content creator that follows me around with a video camera. So if you're interested in what that world looks like from a day-to-day perspective, we do our best to put that out. It's at Luke Nesler. It's Luke Nesler on Instagram. And then our website is lucaspg.com. It's LUCASP as in property, G as in group.com. Those would be the two best ways, and love to connect with anybody.
Excellent. And if you're listening, make sure to check the show notes. We'll have Luke's information there so you can reach out and follow along. For someone who's known him for a little bit, it's worth the follow. Following people in this industry that are actually doing it right and sharing the truth with you. That is what I value most, is you can do this if you're interested in it. It's just knowing how to do it, learn, get that information, educate yourself. So again, Luke, I appreciate you being on today. Thanks for what you shared. Those of you tuning in, if you got value out of today's episode, please like this episode, share it with their friends, someone that you think can get value to. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast. We appreciate everybody that does. Till the next episode, we'll see y'all soon.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.